Amy from Doodle Dog Designs.
Hooked rugs are made up of strips of felted wool called cuts. A lot of patterns will tell you what size of a cut to use. Most of my patterns I use a number 8 cut. In this video I will explain to you what those numbers mean. The cut refers to the width of the strip. Now we are going to have to do a little bit of math here, but stay with me, it's not too hard. Up to a size 8, the number of the cut is the numerator and the fraction, and 32 is the denominator in a fraction. So the 3 is 3/32 of an inch wide of a cut. And number 4 is 4/32 of an inch wide, which can be reduced to 1/8 inch. The 5 cut is 5/32 of an inch. The 6 cut is 6/32 of an inch, which can be reduced to 3/16. And the 7 cut is 7/32 of an inch, and the 8 cut is 8/32 of an inch, or 1/4, which is the most popular size to use in the primitive style. There's also an 8.5, a 9, a 9.5, and a 10 cuts, and those are larger. They no longer follow the same rule. Instead of increasing by 1, they increase by 2 in the numerator. So an 8.5 is 10/32, which can be reduced to 5/16. A size 9 is 3/8. A 9.5 is 7/16, and a size 10 is 1/2 inch. There is some confusion on the cut sizes that are 8.5 and above, because not all of the cutter manufacturers label the cuts as the same width. If a pattern calls for a larger than 8 size, just to make sure that you know what size they're talking about. And usually when you get into that wide of a strip, you're doing a more primitive style hooking, and sometimes they even just tear those instead of cutting them. I tore this here, and you can see it gives just a jagged edge, so it lets the rug have a more primitive style look to it. The smaller strips are easier to pull through, but you want to make sure that you're not using a strip that's too small for your backing. You can hook a rug faster using larger strips. The smaller strips are also good for doing detail work. It'd be a lot easier to show some very detailed work with a smaller strip than it's going to be with a wider strip. In the same project, you can mix different sizes of cuts to get the look that you want. You just have to make sure that you get all of the loops the same height when you use different cuts in the same project. The larger cuts are going to require a larger hook. In order to cut the strips, you can cut them by hand with a pair of scissors. You can rip them like we did here for a primitive look. You can cut with a rotary cutter, and you can get a cutting tool that will cut multiple strips at the same time.
Be sure to click the like button and subscribe below. I'll see you next time. Bye.